Hey there, Poland again.
Back.
Yeah, this is just the front side of the back side of the other one. So hopefully you got your popcorn, you can sit down, you can relax, and you can listen to the second video, right? So, have a good time. Check out the plot. It's really good because it's all about you. Okay? Here we go.
A sample of kind of what a mastermind group does. Open calls aren't necessary. They're not as deep as the membership calls, but they will give you an idea as to what they're all about, and you find out that there's other people that think the same thing that you do, and with the group put together, you're unlimited as to what you can do. And it's always good to be around like-minded people, and also keep a journal. A life worth living is a life worth recording. It's one thing that's really, I mean, we've taken notes and stuff before, but being in the mastermind group, that is one thing that really has hit with us. It's like you write down ideas, you constantly carry around a journal, you write down what you did today, and then when you go back 3 months from now on what you wrote, it will bring back even more ideas than what you had the first time.
True. Plus, what a mastermind group does, like for me, and I'm not saying you're like me, but I can guarantee you some people are, so maybe this will kind of hit with you. I have a lot of different voices that are in my head that as I start to do something, there's that voice that's telling you that it's a good idea. It's something that you need to do. You feel it in your gut, you feel it in your heart that it's a good thing to do. But as soon as you start to do it, you have that little creep, I call him, that comes in and says, you can't do this. You've tried this before, you know it doesn't work, give it up. You're not this kind of person. You need to look for other things. This is not going to work. And on and on and on. And shutting that person up is really, really hard for me. And medication is not the answer.
It's hard for you. It was a lot harder for you at the beginning than it is now. You're getting.
Oh yeah, it's a lot easier now.
I mean, it's basically your ego, and it's your subconscious mind. I mean, it's there to try to protect you, and you have things that you've done in your life, and it makes little file cabinets per se. So when you're trying to do something new that it's not used to, it goes back to those file cabinets when you try to do something and you may not have been totally into it, but it's something you thought you were going to do. It didn't work out. So that's what's bringing it back out. It's like,
plus, the reason that it's telling you that you can't do it, your subconscious mind that reacts that way, it's not reacting that way to keep you down. The reason that it reacts that way is because it's trying to save you, protect you from any harm.
Because it doesn't have files of proof that what you're wanting to do is going to do what you want. So you've got to recondition your mind, and Mastermind Group actually helps you. You find out other people had that and they went on. I mean, if you've got your, here we go with the word again, mindset right, there's nothing that you can't do.
No, and we believe that completely. But just to give you an idea of that subconscious mind, I know this will ring true with a lot of you. The old thing, the old adage of when the baby touches the stove and finds out that it's hot, that subconscious mind then tells them that's going to be hot. So they'll stay away from touching that because it's hot. The same thing is true is if you start to get into a, let's just say, whatever project that you get into, and during that project you get hurt in some way. Maybe it's physical, maybe it's mental, and you just throw it away because you're mad. Well, then at some point, if you go back to it or you go back to something similar to it, your subconscious mind is going to bring back up to you, remember how you got hurt, remember this, remember that. And your subconscious mind is nothing but a massive file cabinet. It has all these files in it of all these different experiences and emotions that you have felt. Doesn't mean they're real. It just means that it's something that you experienced at some point. It shouldn't stop you from anything, but they do. I can tell you from experience, they do. But at the same time, the light at the end of that tunnel, also, if you push against it, you'll create new files. And those new files that you create will be files that tell you you can do it. You've done this before. You know how to do it. This is the feelings that you get. Remember these feelings, how great they were when you did it? You'll get those files started.
Yep.
So, our advice to you would be to find yourself a mastermind group if you can. And until you find one that you like, I would suggest reading a lot of books on subjects like Think and Grow Rich. You can check out Ben Franklin's autobiography of Ben Franklin. Another book that's really good is this book, which you can tell them about.
This is Marcus Aurelius. It's Meditations. It's like a whole bunch. It's like his journal that he did, and it's like he was so far ahead of his time in what he thought about. It's really hard to explain, but it's not a book that you can sit down and read all the time, just all, from cover to cover. You need to take it slow, read a couple of pages at a time, and kind of really think about, the wording may be a little bit harder. It's not, necessarily an easy read, but it does show you that even back then, they had thoughts. They wanted to make life better. They wanted to make the world better. It's like, and if people like this didn't do some of the things that they did, we wouldn't be as far as we are today.
Cool. So I'll tell you what we'll do. Since this is the last one, we're going to keep your name on our list, and we're going to send you, maybe once a week or something like that, a title of a book that we've read, and we'll tell you a little bit about it, see if it's one that you'd like to read. If it is, jump on it, go get it. If, for instance, you've read a book that we haven't mentioned, send us the name of the book. Because if it's a good book, we'll check it out, and we'll probably buy it and read it. But we'll also put you on our newsletter, so you'll get maybe, does it go out about every 3 days, something like that? And it'll send little tidbits of information to you that...
A tip for the day, or...
Yeah, something along that lines. So that's about all we have for you.
Yep.
And hopefully you've come through this now a different person.
Yep.
At least in your mind to begin with. It's going to take work to get there. And we're always here to answer any questions or concerns you may have. So give us a call or email us with any question. And like we always say, have a fantastic day. And we'll get back to you real soon. Okay?
And let us know how you like the 7-day boot camp.
Yeah. Send us some
Anything
feedback.
that you'd like to see added to it, or that you think we missed, we can always
Change
make
it.
it an 8-day boot camp.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Be well.